What up, family? It's your boy Amadu back with another review, and this time I'm reviewing Season 2 of Netflix and Marvel's The Punisher. At the end of Season 1, we had John Bernthal playing Frank Castle, and the Homeland Security left him dead in the public's eye. So at the beginning of Season 2, he's traveling around the country trying to stay out of trouble, and being the Punisher, that does not last very long. Now, while watching this series, I had 3 questions come to mind. First off, did somebody get Quentin Tarantino to write or direct any part of this season? Because from episode 1, it seemed like it was something straight out of Death Proof or Grindhouse. I mean, we get an out-of-towner in Frank Castle at a roadside country bar, meeting a nice woman and trying to settle down. But that doesn't last very long, because he has to step in and save a young woman who's being stalked by a very terrifying man in black who looks like he could have come straight from the Hateful Eight. Georgia Wingham plays Amy, that girl in distress that Frank saves in episode 1 and sends him on one of his journeys through the season. And the dynamic between the two bring a lot of character, where she's that smart ass that does banter back and forth with Frank, but it brings about a love that shows a humanity in Frank that you otherwise don't see while he's killing everybody on the screen. And Josh Stewart plays that man in black, John Pilgrim, a man of God who will kill you and torture you in the name of the Holy Spirit. He is absolutely terrifying. His monotone voice and even keel aura while he chokes you out to a biblical proverb shows that he's just as much as a badass as Frank Castle. And there's a fight we get towards the end of the season that is everything you want. But you don't want to be anywhere near them two while it goes down. Luckily, you're watching it from a screen, because the amount of cringes and dams and oh my god, it's one of the best fights we've gotten in the Marvel Netflix series. Those 2 new characters brought a lot to this season, unlike returning characters, which brings me to question 2. Why do people do stupid shit? The answer to that question is hurt people, including themselves. Because if you were in your right mind, you would look at your decisions and say, wow, that was stupid. That brings me to Amber Rose Riva as Dina Madani and James Moore as Curtis Hoyle. Both allies, friends to Frank, and throughout the season, they are amazing in the amount of pain and just tragedy they have to carry on behalf of Frank. But it's also amazing how many times you look at them like, come on, this man has told you he is going to kill and murder and do anything against the law. You're a cop, you're a law-abiding citizen, get out the way. But no, the amount of things they do for the Punisher, that's just like, yeah, how do you think you got in this situation? Well, anyway, at least it wasn't the overplayed storyline and character arc that unfortunately applies to way too many women characters, where they're intelligent, strong-willed, hard-working people who threw everything away they ever learned and ever been through for love. Abusive, stupid love. Not to give away any spoilers, but Floriana Lima's new character, Dr. Demont, I wasn't a fan of her character arc. If it ended up being that she was just a crazy ass, that'd have been cool. It's Marvel. Maybe she was a character, but no. No, just love. Just love. The Tarantino-like beginning of the season started off really strong, and then all of these dumb character decisions started culminating and coming together at the same time around episode 8. And that leads me to question number 3. Why can't you make the season 10 episodes? Please. That's all we ask. They did it for Iron Fist. Do do it for the other ones that are actually pretty good. If there were only 10 episodes in season 2 of Punisher, there would not be a mid-season lull, a mid-season stupidity. No, it would go straight from good to great, and all of this is epitomized by Ben Barnes' character, Billy Russo. At the end of season 1, Frank decided it was a good idea to take Billy's face and smash it and drag it through a mirror. So now, Billy Russo returns as Jigsaw. Side note, Jigsaw is a character whose face is supposed to be so scarred and disfigured that you can't look at him, yet somehow they made Ben Barnes even more handsome. In season 1, he was a very good-looking man, and now he is a very good-looking man with scars and mystery that women will look at like, ooh, what happened to you? Can I help you? That boy does not look disfigured in any way, shape, or form. Sorry, but Jigsaw. That is not Jigsaw. That is pretty. That is a pretty man. BS disfigurement aside, Ben Barnes does amazing in the first half of the season, portraying the internal torment that Billy Russo has trying to reconcile who he was in season 1 with what he's going through now in season 2. You can tell that he just tries to bring a lot of sympathy to a character who is not sympathetic. And he pulls that off amazing up until episode 8. And then episode 8 comes the stupid decisions and slight overacting and just like, come on, man. And then comes episode 9. Episode 9 to the end of the season brings you the Punisher. Not season 1 Punisher. Season 1 Punisher was a psychological insight into what vets go through when they come back and PTSD, and the violence backs that up. Here, season 2, episode 9 on, it's violence in your face like Tarantino, where I'm shooting you in the face, then stabbing you in the eye, then cutting off your wrist, and then taking somebody's head and smashing it into another. It is violent and it is glorious. It is the Punisher from the comic books. He finds a mission. He goes after that mission. He does not stop until every single person is dead, and you love every second of it. Season 2 is a step down from season 1 because of this. Season 1 has a full arc and story and a lot behind it. Season 2 is what you came to watch The Punisher for. If you're watching The Punisher, you're looking for gratuitous violence, and you get it. You get it. The way that Frank enacts his vengeance and his mission and who lives and who dies and how it's brutal. And if you came to watch this show and expect anything else, I don't know why you're watching the show. With everything together, all the dumb decisions, all the Tarantino-like scenes, all the violence, you'll come away very satisfied, hoping that Netflix doesn't cancel this Marvel show as well. With that, I'm giving Punisher 7 out of 10. Alright, family, that was my review of season 2 of The Punisher. Please let me know what you thought of this season in the comment section below. And as always, the written review is also in the link below. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.